Good evening, everybody. How are we? We're back with another one of my little weekly episodes, if you want to call that. We're going to be recording it for the YouTube, and yeah, welcome to one of the Twitch chat. We're managing Stevenage. We're playing on Champ Manager 0102. Who have we got in the chat? We've got Pabs in the chat. Hello, mate. How are you? We got Tommy's in and Little Beard's in as well. How are you all? Um, Tommy, no, what? Ah, I think I know what he's talking about. We got a bit of a new look. This isn't beard. All right, should we get this out of the way? Okay, there we go. Got a new look. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, the missus hasn't looked at me the same since doing it. Both my kids cried. But let's get it out of the way. Let's rip the plaster off. We got rid of the beard. We kept the moustache. Tasciola. Tasciola. Charles Bronson. Yeah, that's that's the usual shout, isn't it? Short beard FC. Yeah. Okay. It'll come back. Look, it's come back already. We did it Tuesday. Tuesday? Maybe Monday night. I don't know. But yeah, we'll get that out of the way. Nice and early doors. We haven't got the beard anymore, but we're still Beardiola. We're still managing Stevenage Borough. But I hope you're well, gents, in the chat. And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget you can get yourself over to twitch.tv/Beardiola and you can watch it live. You don't have to wait for the recording to go up on YouTube. Let's have a little refresh because, as you know, I only play this on stream, so I haven't played this for what 6 days, 7 days. We're managing Stevenage Borough, my hometown club. We're coming towards the end of the season. We've got nothing to play for. I think we've only got a few games left. We do Doncaster, Woking, Southport, Nuneaton, and Dagenham. We can't go up. We certainly can't go down. We're just cruising, really. The board wanted a respectable league position. I feel like we've achieved that. But we're going to play the rest of this season, and then we're going to have a little bit of a bash in the transfer market. I said right at the start of this, right in the first recording, that we're going to use this season to try and work out the ins and outs of the squad, work out who is worth keeping around, and then we're going to build a team that's going to challenge for season two. And we got a little bit of dough to do that. We've got 45 grand in the transfer funds. We've got £224,000 in the balance. And as you can see, the squad's not too bad. It's got us to a fifth place spot, so I don't think we need too many. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Um, Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman from Sonic the Hedgehog. Nice. So Shortbeard, did you see the film? I haven't seen it yet, Tommy. I haven't seen it. I haven't had long to sit down and watch a film. And I know the missus wants to watch it too, so we're struggling to find time to watch it together. But I will do. I promise I'll watch it. That's the Peaky Blinders film we're talking about. Who's the better manager, Eggman or Rossini? Eggman, 100%. Beard is legendary manager. Don't compare to mediocre. Exactly, exactly. I'm a legend. He's a nobody. It's as simple as that, isn't it? God, where are we? Where are we? I always feel like I need to refresh myself on what's going on in this save because I only play it once a week with you guys on the stream. We're doing caffeine. It's a bit late in the day. It's a bit late in the day for caffeine. Um, but I feel like I need it to get me through. I've been at work today. It's a Saturday. Peek behind the curtain for you if you're watching on YouTube. It's a Saturday and it's late on a Saturday. I've been at work. I've earned my money for the day. And yeah, it's just been full on, really. I'm up there with Vincent Company. Love it. Love it. I'll take it. I'll take it, Tommy. Both of them make notes. I do make notes. I haven't made any notes on his Stevenage save, which is probably why we're fifth in the league. Um, but yeah, we do both make notes. The difference between me and Rossini is that I don't make notes and give them to my players in the 89th minute when we're 8-2 down on aggregate. Pointless at that point. Pabs before anyone else. Yeah, yeah. Pabs. I get a feeling Pabs is a note guy. I'm the type of guy, I make my notes on paper. I like to plan out my squads. I used to have a whiteboard before I had kids. I used to have an office that's now a nursery. I used to have the whiteboard up there. I used to be doodling all my squads, transfers, stuff like that. And then, of course, I've got my famous spreadsheets that I like to track every season, where we finished, who we're managing, what we won, and I like to look back on that. My assistant manager, who Littlebeard used his channel points on last time he was in to rename, isn't signing a new deal. Mon the Damo does not want to sign a new deal, doesn't want to sign a new contract. We'll keep trying to keep him in, but I think he's going to leave. I think Mon the Damo is going to leave. Did you hear that Arnie Slot might go and manage Bayern low, as if company is cooking at Bayern? Well, if Slot's going to Bayern, company must be going somewhere. Where do you reckon company's going, if he is going anywhere? Right, we've got some games to blast through. And these are, I'll apologise now because it is a little bit, they're a little bit nothing games, really. Nowhere. You don't think he's going anywhere? Well, that's kind of my thoughts. Cooking at Bayern, he's the best manager right now. Is that in the world, in the league? Dylan's in. How you doing? We've decided I'm not Beardiola anymore, Dylan. I'm Tashiola. Yeah, I'll give you. There you go. What do you reckon? You like it, Dylan? We might keep it. We probably won't. Like I say, it's making my kids cry. I can't keep it. Doesn't look right. It just feels right. I'll tell you what it is. My job, I work outside, I mix a lot of cement, I'm in the dust a lot, and I just like all the beard, all of like the dust and stuff just gets into my beard, and it was making it look like crusty. Do you know what I mean? It made it felt horrible. It felt dry. So I thought, right, start again, start from scratch, almost from scratch. We're keeping the tash, and yeah, let the skin breathe. It's good. Um, both in Champions and League, Bayern have been doing very well in both competitions. They have been doing very well. Tommy, does he look like your granddad? If I look like someone's granddad, I'm doing something wrong. I'm only 35. Come on, man. Shave everything off. No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could. I've had to grow my hair back out. Normally, I just completely shave my head and leave the beard. I've had to grow my hair out just to compensate for shaving off my beard. So yeah, it's a new look. I'm going to be back to usual. I'm sure at some point. Pringles, man. Hey, I wish I had a moustache like that. He looks like Kevin Chamberlain. Right. Okay. Okay. Who is Kevin Chamberlain? Oh my God. I'll tell you what, it ain't bad. I don't mind it. I'll take it. Doc Hudson, right. Let's get Doc Hudson up. Who is Doc Hudson? I've just got an animated car, Tommy. I've just got the animated car. Is that, oh, okay. Is that meant to be, is the grill meant to be a moustache? If so, all right, I'm with you. It might be me. It might be me in 10 years. You're right. The silver is supposed to be his moustache. Right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Right. Can I play some Championship Manager now? Can I play some now? I'm going to play it anyway. Who am I kidding? I'm going to play it anyway. Right. We have got Doncaster second in the league. Can I win the league? I can't win the league. I think it's officially out of our reach. Oh God. Right, so we've got some new players here. Robertson, Basham, Jim Bentley's injured. Jim Bentley is injured, but John Dreyer is fit, so John Dreyer will play. That was easy. That was easy. It's all coming back to me already. I think that's about it. Dylan relegated Stevenage in his save. Ah, are you not? Are you not? Are you not in Iceland? What are you doing? What are you doing over in League One, and why are you relegating Stevenage? It's the question I've got. What's the save? Former World War II pilot. I wouldn't mind it. I think it's quite an impressive moustache, if I'm honest. I don't think it's too bad. Right, can this impressive moustache get an impressive win here? Doing a hashtag United save. It's been a week, right? You were dominating in Iceland. It's been a week and you've taken hashtag up to League One. Like, what's going on? How do you... Mate, I was literally online a week ago. Relegated them in League Two. So they've been relegated from League One. That's not good. They're now 20th in the National League. They need me. Set up a network save. I'm coming. New boys, Denny Ingram playing in midfield's done all right, hasn't he? Answer Owusu. What was our form like since we signed these new boys? So kind of looking at the last 8 games, pretty indifferent. We only lost 1 though. We're heading in the right direction, I think. Right, let's play this game against Doncaster. Let's go. I'm expecting to get beat here. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Have you ever shopped? Have you ever shopped in IS Dylan? That's a question for Dylan. You wasn't in the last stream, was you not? I was on the way back from the Rangers game. Ah, okay, I'll let you off. I told you I was going to get beat. 2-0 already. It's only half time. It must have been a week before. It's still 2 weeks, mate. And you've got hashtag up to League Two. It's impressive. You move quickly, sir. Right. These games literally mean nothing now. If there's a player I could sign, it would be this guy here. Look at him, Justin Jackson. Absolute bagsman. Maybe I just need quick players. Look, because he can't finish. But his acceleration and his pace are 19. And he scored 31 in 41. That's the sort of players I need. Paul Barnes as well. Maybe not Paul Barnes. Who wins the title? We're talking about the SBL title here, Dylan. Yeah, it's a good question. What are your thoughts, Dylan? Who's going to win the title? We're 4-0 down. Justin Jackson's running rings around us. There's no point making subs. You think Hearts? Oof. Oof. Now, as a Rangers fan, I'm guessing you want Hearts to win it over Celtic. Rangers have Celtic and Hearts away in the split. I don't even follow Scottish football and I hate Hearts, says Tommy. Yeah, I don't like Hearts. I don't like Hearts, but that's because my heart is with Hibs. I don't know if you know, but I managed them once. Norwich have sacked their manager. They're 20th in Div 1. That would be a good little job to get. Maybe in the future we'll look at new jobs. We're going to stick with Stevenage for a while. It is. It's well close. Hearts equals Arsenal and everyone hates Arsenal. Yeah, you're right. GD sides with Rangers. Who's GD? If we keep playing the way we are, we could easily win the league. Do you actually believe that, Dylan? I know it's close, but do you believe you've got a goal difference? Right. Do you believe you've got a chance? Peter Crouch, 21-year-old Peter Crouch, by the way. 23 goals in 43. Oh, maybe we can make him a Stevenage player at some point. Who knows? I mean, maybe not easily win it, but we could win. Mm, I'm still backing Celtic. Rice and Saka pulled out of Tuesday, and I'm taking my boys to watch the Pricks. Yeah, it's only friendlies, isn't it? But yeah, you're going, aren't you? Japan. Hey, you've got the shirt on. There you go. We got the shirt. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna rotate because we can't go up, we can't go down. We might as well give others in the squad a bit of a chance to prove their worth, really. So we're gonna go. Who hasn't played a lot? Duckett, Reddington, Goodliff, Sodgy. We're just giving people a chance. McKellarton. Who's Jed Kilty? Who is this man? We signed him from Lee for £12,000. I should remember this, really, shouldn't I? He can play. Oh, we moved to a diamond. Oh. When did we move to a diamond? Did we do that? We must have done that last week. Fair enough. Fair enough. Who's going to play on a 10? Who is going to play on a 10? Then we'll do Jones and Illman. There we go. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Illman's played a lot, though, hasn't he? That's what we'll do. We're rotating. Why not? We're going wild. We are going wild. See how we do. Woking. Fierce rivals, of course. Right. Dylan says Celtic are pish and Hearts are barely scraping by. Still fancy Celtic. Saka pisses me off. Yeah, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. Somehow he's better than any other players, according to the Arsenal FC fan. It's mad, isn't it? The delusion from Arsenal fans about that man. It's wild. George Boyd, Stevenage legend and Scotland international. He certainly is, and he's not. Unfortunately, he's not on this database. I was saying, LB, somewhere at my mum and dad's house, I've got his home shirt and his away shirt from his sort of debut season at Stevenage. Boyd, 33 on the back. The first shirts that he wore on his in his career. And the away shirt's the long sleeve one as well. It's the yellow with the sunbank and the blue underneath and long sleeve. Oh, big collar, lovely, absolutely beautiful. Probably worth some money to someone maybe one day. Hope Arsenal crumbles, Tommy says. So do I, mate. So do I. Hope Pep grows a pair and begins to beat his players to make them win. You want him to beat the players? Yeah. I'm not sure. It's a beautiful shirt, mate. It's a beautiful shirt. And yeah, the home shirt's short sleeve, but yeah, it's beautiful. Mama Damo. Damo is rejecting my offer again. Ugh. Scotland got a strike yet. They got Shankland, didn't they? What more do you need? Lawrence Shankland. Surely you don't need any more than that. What are we going to do with this squad? I think there's going to be a lot of players that we're going to need to move on, isn't there? A lot of players we're going to need to move on. Who wants Arsenal to crumble? Raise your hand. Yep, that's me, Tommy. I'll take it. Got a few, but they're all shy. Who starts for you, Scotland, up front at the moment, Dylan? Who would you start? Dykes. Yeah, he's a good option to have in the squad, isn't he? I think he allows you to play in a bit of a different way, doesn't he, really? Big, strong lad. I'm done with rotating. We just need to get through this season, just win some games. Basham and Dreyer, go on. We're going to go Andy Arnott. We're going to go Denny Ingram in the midfield. Alongside him will be... Could be any one of these, couldn't it? None of them are really standing out for me. Who's going to play alongside him? Why don't we go Fisher with Campbell in the 10. And up top, we're going to go Jones and we're going to go Van Sittart. There we go. You wouldn't start him. Oh, why did you say his name then? He's the one that starts. Yeah, who would you start? Excluding injury, Dylan, give us your ideal 11 in the World Cup. Good question for Scotland. I'd play Shankland. Yeah, fair enough. I don't think Scotland has many good strikers. I don't think they've got many good players, if I'm honest. Tommy, yeah, give us the US team, Tommy. The US national team. Who's going to start in the World Cup? Right, subs. Okay, Dean Martin, we're going to go... It's got to be Answer Owusu, really, new signing. We've got to give him a bit of a run, haven't we? And Martin Williams, there we go. That's my lineup, and I'm sticking with it. I'll do Mexico. I would do England, but I'll do Mexico since I'm not doing the US. Do England if you want, mate. You can do whatever you want. Did I think I missed one of your comments, Tommy. You're going to start a Beardiola fan page on Instagram. Oh dear, that could be fun. I'll start my Mexico lineup. Yeah, give me your Mexico lineup. I'm eagerly awaiting Dylan's Scotland lineup. And Little Beard, while you're here, you might as well do England, don't you? I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue who I'd start for England at the moment. And I'm not sure that old Tommy T knows either, if I'm completely honest. Goalkeeper would be Malagon. I like Okoye, but Malagon is my goalkeeper. Okoye, yeah, but he comes out. He comes out in the tournaments, doesn't he? He only plays in the tournaments, doesn't he? He's brilliant. Right, Dylan's England, Scotland 11. Angus Gunn, Hickey, Suter, McKenna, Tierney. We've got Ferguson, McLean, Doak, McTominay, Curtis, and Shankland. Nice. Pickford, Rice, Maguire, Gay, Hall, Rice, Anderson, Saka, Ellie, Rashford, Kane. Yeah, I don't like that. I'll tell you what I don't like about that. I don't like the Reece James shout. Centre backs are fine. Maguire and Gay. Hall at left back. Yeah, I can get behind that. Rice and Anderson, he really likes Anderson, doesn't he? And I don't mind him, to be fair. Rice, Anderson, Saka, no. Doesn't get near it. Bellingham, Rashford, Kane. Rashford. Yeah, John McGinn on the bench is a bit of a rogue one, mate. I think at a World Cup, mate, you've got to play McGinn. I hear what you're saying about giving younger players a chance, but it's John McGinn, mate. Palmer and Foden falling off a cliff. Agreed. Palmer's not in my 11. Neither is Reece James, though. To be fair, he's done enough. Why Bellingham? He's done nothing this season. One good season and fell off. Rashford runs in behind. Kane runs in behind Kane and works well. Yeah, I mean, could do Livramento right back. I'd have Livramento. Beginnings Curtis can swap. I think Curtis has a lot of potential. I think you've got to get John McGinn in there. You got to play your best players, mate. Yeah, I think. What about Morgan Rogers, LB? Morgan Rogers. Do you fancy him? Maybe, or coming in off the wing. You want pace out left. Yeah, I mean pace is good, but I just think, well, the way I think about it, tournament football, it's a knockout. You can't afford to lose, even in the groups. Are you gonna have space in behind, or our team's going to sit back against England, give you no space, and you're playing the game in front? And is that Rashford's game? That's what I ask. Do you want someone that can unlock a door, or do you want someone that's constantly running in behind? I think you got to have that in your squad, because when you get to the knockouts, you're going to have teams that are going against you, and you need to be hitting them on the counter, I suppose. But yeah, I don't see Rashford, especially in the group stages, having them chances. Dylan's had a pretty good first season in League One with hashtag. Go on, how'd you get on? Rashford also doesn't mind cutting in and shooting from range. Yeah. Again, I don't think that's something that, for me, I don't think that's something that I'd want. Just someone that's constantly cutting in and shooting. I think you probably want, I don't know, like a Morgan Rogers, someone that's gonna maybe take on a man, unlock something, find a pass. I don't think Rashford offers that as much. Feel he offers more than Gordon, yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. Rogers is better in tight spaces. And I think that's what you're going to be up against, certainly at the start of the tournament. And I think maybe that's where England have failed in past tournaments, is that they haven't adapted the starting lineup to the type of game they're playing and to what the opposition are going to be doing. Do you think Harvey Barnes gets near the World Cup? Does he play regular enough for Newcastle? And is he doing enough for Newcastle is the question I've got. Because he's playing in a position where there's going to be such competition for those spots. I'm losing again here, by the way. There's going to be such competition for those spots. Is it going to be a case of who do you drop for him? Bowen playing week in, week out. Anthony Gordon plays ahead of him a lot of the time at Newcastle. You got your Rashfords. That seems to go to pretty much every tournament, no matter what they're doing. Like, yeah, who'd you drop? Rodgers. Cole Palmer's probably going to go. Here's one for you. Does Grealish go? Foden probably will go. Is there space for? Is there space for him? Bowen had a stinker. It sounds like you said. I didn't watch it, to be honest. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Injury killed it, but I mean, what he was doing before he got injured. He looked like he had a new lease of life for me. Like, he looked like he was playing with a bit more freedom, which I don't think he was getting at City, was he? With the way Pep wants to play, it's very structured. We've been absolutely battered off the park here by Nuneaton. How many more games have we got left? We're going to get into some transfers. We need to build a squad. One game against Dagenham and Redbridge, and then we're going to start looking at who is going to be coming in and out of this squad. We'll appeal it. Why not? Criticism of DJ Campbell. No, defend your players in the press. We always defend our players. Dover have been relegated from the conference. Financial fair play is killing me. Can only spend 27 grand on wages. Yeah, I mean that's still a fair bit in League One, isn't it? What League One players on these days? A couple of grand a week, £3 a week, maybe. I don't know. I live in the past. Clearly, by the fact I'm playing Championship Manager. No worries, Tommy. You got 45 grand, but you can only spend 27. It just sounds like shrewd financial management from the board, really, doesn't it? Fulham have appointed John Benjamin Toshak. That's why have they used his middle name? That's bizarre. No shock that we're not manager of the month. We're in a stinker. League One goes up to 5 figures, I heard nowadays. Really? Wow. Salford, yeah, Salford are. They're big boys though, aren't they? It's probably the likes of Wrexham have ruined that as well a little bit. Wages gone mental compared to turnover income. Yeah. It's the game's gone, mate. The game's gone. QPR, who are last in the league, have a player on 16 and 14 grand a week. They're like the big clubs, though, aren't they? Surely you can get a good player at League One now for a couple of grand a week, surely. Right, the last game of our season. We're going to name an unchanged side because it doesn't matter really. We're just going through the motions really on these games. Going through the motions. We really need to lock in a formation, I suppose. We need to lock in a formation. Do we go for the 4? Is it the 4-1-3-2 maybe? Is Beardball dead? Perhaps. We were interested in signing Mark Steen, but he is 36 now. Junior McDougall. Oh, the pace. And I'll tell you what, he's not starting, is he? He's not starting. Why not? Stick a scout on that man. He's got the pace. And he's not starting at Dagenham. We said we might need to concentrate on pace up front. Are we going to end this season with a defeat? Slipping down to 8th in the league. It looks that way, doesn't it? It looks that way, and it is. We have ended our season. Season 1 has ended with a defeat. The board asked for a respectable league position. I think we've done that in our first season. We're well clear of relegation, but we are 30 points behind the team that gone on to win the league. So we need to sign some players that is going to make up 30 points for us. Southport, there we go, won the conference, and we have been awarded 75 grand for finishing third. Dylan finished 13th with hashtag United in League One. Take it all day, mate. All day long. We got 60 grand to spend. 60,000 of your finest pounds. We might just lowball some of these. We might just do some lowball offers and just see if any get accepted. We're gonna have to do some serious business. We're gonna have to really look at this squad and work out who we're gonna keep, who we're gonna move on. Not a bad budget. Yeah, I mean, 60, you take it all day, wouldn't you? You got 40 grand in your wage budget, 276 transfer budget. Nice. Nice. That's pretty good for League One, to be fair. Giggs and Saviola. It'll be a while before we sign them. Are we back? Need to watch a DIY to install wheels to a draw. No worries, mate. No worries. Enjoy. If it wasn't so late, I'll get my toolbox out and I'll show you how to do it. Wow, here we go. Watford have come in for Darryl Clare. He is a player that we were very, very interested in signing. And he's going to go to Watford by the looks of it. Margate have come in 10 grand for Alex Hamby, who doesn't look great, I'll be honest. So, we're going to take your 10 grand and we're going to stick it in the club coffers. There we go. Right, this pre-season is going to go quick. We need to get on top of things very, very quickly. So, who hasn't played this season? Mark Bridge. I kind of feel like he's got a little bit of potential. So, we're going to keep him around a little bit. Answer Owusu, new signing. Pacey striker. Again, we need to keep him around. Richard Dean, backup goalkeeper. Jim Bentley, new signing. Jack Midson. I mean, he came off the bench and scored a couple of goals. I got very excited, but he hasn't done anything since then. So I'm going to set him up for a transfer. We're going to clear out some of these lads. Jed Kilty, I don't know if he worked for us really. We just signed him because he was having a decent enough season at Liam. We wanted a number 10, I remember now. Duckett or Sturges, probably sell Duckett, I'd imagine. Did we just go and sell them both? Neither of them really played. Bentley can play left back and Denny Ingram can also play left back. We're going to have to be cutthroat here. We're going for the title next season. And there's only one promotion spot. So we're going to get rid of both of these. Let's bring in some dough. Basham, Dreyer. So these are centre-backs now. Goodliff, yes. Dave Reddington. He's all right. He's all right for backup, I think. We'll keep him around for a little bit of backup. So centre-backs. We've got Dreyer. We've got Basham. We've got Bentley. We've got Soji, who is valued at 250 grand, by the way. Can we get anywhere near that for him? I'll be very happy. He's wanted by Hull, Rushden and Wigan straight away. Duckett's wanted by a load of Welsh clubs. Sturges is wanted by a load of conference clubs. So I don't think we're making too many mistakes here. As for Owusu, lost confidence in his manager's ability. DJ Campbell wants to move to a bigger club. Oh, dearie me, it's all going off here, isn't it? I think it could be time to move on Sam McMahon as well. Is it? Oh, do we keep him? I think he's going to be good backup, isn't he? I don't know. I mean, do we just go and do the whole? Do we do something like that? I mean, if we do, we're probably going to need all the centre midfielders we can get. We signed this lad. He hasn't done very well. He hasn't done very well. So do we see if we can make some money on him? McAlliton. I think we do. If we're going to play with two up front, we definitely don't need this many strikers. Dylan's getting a play on a free from Birmingham. Who's that? You had him on loan twice. Go on. Udat. Darren Hay is leaving the club anyway. So you can move into reserves, get him out of the picture. Mark Bridge. Let's start trimming down this squad. So Midson we've put on the transfer list. McKellarton's we've put on the transfer list. Sturges can go to reserves. Duckett can go to reserves. Soji, yeah, he can go to reserves. So striker-wise, we've got a lot of strikers here. Yeah, I don't think he is a real player. I don't know him at all. Noah Horau. That's a mouthful, isn't it? We've got Tommy back. Welcome back, my friend. Did you watch your DIY video? Martin Williams. I think we'll go Neil Illman. Try and shift on a few of these lads. We're being cutthroat here. Let's make some money. Let's sign some serious players, shall we? Steve Jones, how much did we sign him for? 24 grand. He has scored goals. He is a real player. Oh, well, there you go. You learn something new every day, didn't you? Right. Let's see what offers we get coming in for these boys straight away. McAlliton. There we go. See you later. Yeah. Sturges. 20 grand for Sturges. Let's make some money, boys, shall we? And yeah, they've accepted the offer for Daryl Clare. I thought they would do. Jack Midson, gone. McKellarton, gone. Ruthlessness. Clydebank are making an offer for Neil Illman. Tell you what, he's gone. He's gone. They've matched the old transfer valuation. We'll see you later, Mr. Illman. Yeah, this is going to absolutely fly by, this transfer window. So we need to lock in on the transfer market. We need to make sure we are signing the best players we can. And we're raising some funds to be able to do that. Clydebank might be getting promoted to League 2 this season. Okay. 85 grand for Soji. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to accept it. He wasn't happy. Let's just get him gone. Where are Clydebank here? They're not in a division here. Gareth Evans. Hibbs. That's where I know the name. There you go. Looks a decent player, to be fair, for 35. Fairly cheap as well. Maybe we'll have to have a little look in Scotland. They're 1 point behind Bonnie Rigg with a game in hand. Oh, looks like they're going up. Oh, here we go. We got 250 grand coming for Soji. That is massive. Absolutely massive. How do I now stop him from going to Luton for 85 grand rather than Hull? Oh, he's not going to choose. Right, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. We click on that. We're going to cancel Luton. Yes, get gone. Get to Hull, mate. £250,000 off. Yes, please. That sets us up for a long, long time, by the way. Still not guaranteed it, though. No, it's a great position to be in, though, isn't it? Need to beat the Highland League team, then bottom of League Two. So they get into that. It's a weird playoff scenario. That's no good for anyone, those playoffs like that. United have won the Premier League. Chelsea, I tell you what, Chelsea coming second. That's decent for them, by the way. They've signed Lee Carsley. Yeah, I tell you what, that's not a bad little run for Chelsea finishing second, because this isn't the Chelsea that we know and love today. Sean Thornton they've signed as well from Tranmere. Bloody hell. It's going to be worse next season. Why? What's changing next season? There we go. Sam Soji. Right. Get him out. Get him gone. 250 grand. That's massive. They're splitting the Lowland League into the West and East. Why is that going to make it worse? Why has my transfer budget gone down from 60 to 35? Have I spent any money? I don't think I've spent any money, have I? No, not since Answer Owusu. So, future transfers, we are raising 325 grand. Lovely. Still no automatic relegation from League Two. That's weird, isn't it? How does that work? We need June to roll round. It's going to roll round quickly. We are selling players left, right and centre. All that money is going to come flooding in. Hopefully, the board give me a slice of that pie to go and spend on some players. I was happy with 60. All of a sudden, it's changed to 35, and I'm kind of going, You've cut me budget in half here, despite me more than doubling the club's bank account before the window's even opened. That doesn't make me feel good. Real Madrid have won the Champions League against Roma. That's a very, very good Roma side, by the way. Francesco Totti. Look at him. Look at the state of him. Montella as well. He was an absolute beast on this game. Walter Samuel, yes. God. I've got to stop doing this because there we go. Zidane scoring a penalty in the 100th minute to win it. I've got to stop looking at these other teams. Otherwise, I could literally spend the whole 2-hour stream just looking at old players. Maybe the Lowland West and East winners play the Highland League team once each, and the team with the most points plays the team from the League Two. Sounds complicated, mate. It sounds a bit complicated to me, that. One thing that I don't really know or understand why it's happening, is that all my coaches are just leaving. They're just upping and leaving. We literally, it will leave me with one coach, David Platt. And it's not the David Platt either. We're going to have to go out and get a new assistant manager here. Because they're not signing new deals. Why my transfer funds gone down to 18 grand? What's going on here? 60 grand? What, 10 minutes ago? What's going on? What's happened to the finances here? We've now got 187. What are we paying out on? I know we're paying out on wages. Making a loss of £82,757 this year. Most of that's come in the last couple of weeks. Is it because we're not playing matches, so we've got no money coming in? I don't know. We're selling, must be coming up to close to £500,000 worth of player here. The board are pleased with me, which is great. But the money keeps going down. It must just be because we're not playing games at the moment. When all this money hits, future transfers, we're up to 375 grand coming in. So I'm sure once that money hits, we should be all right financially, I think. And that money's about to start coming in because we're into June. On the 2nd of June, Illman leaves to go to Scotland, and then on the 4th, the rest of the players leave, which is good. There we go. So Illman, right, Martin Payne. He definitely doesn't want to sign a new deal? Shall I just offer him one anyway? He's rejected it. Okay. Right, so we need a new coach. The only one that's unemployed that we wouldn't be spending any money on is Martin Payne, believe it or not. The money's gone up again to 30 grand. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. These are all player coaches. I don't really want player coaches. And I can't sign them. Right, we're gonna have to wait for another interesting coach to come up. We can't sign them here because they're under contract as players, so we can't approach them as staff, which just seems a bit silly, really. Welcome back, Tommy. Welcome back, mate. Good to have you in. Right, we are now allowed to buy players again. Stevenage should now be a very, very rich club. Hamby's gone. Midson's gone. McAlliton's gone. Sturgis is gone. Darryl Clare signed for Watford. Sam Sodji's gone to Hull. The Duckett deal's fallen through because Stevenage can't afford the transfer fee. Williams has gone. We should have some money now. What about Rafa Marquez? We had a look at him last time for you, Tommy. He was just way too expensive, mate. He's already pretty much, I think he is a fully fledged Mexican international. He's not going to come to Stevenage. Yeah, there's not a chance that he's coming to Stevenage. I mistakenly hit continue and we've already gone another 4 days into the future, 5 days into the future. without me being able to do anything. This is why I was saying that we got to move quick. We got to lock in. We cannot just keep hitting continue now. We need to find some players. I like the look of this guy. He can finish and he can run. Strength is good. Stamina is good. He's got 28 grand. How much have I got to spend? Oh, here we go. Show me the money, baby. 375 grand to spend. Ooh, yeah. Right, and we got some unemployed coaches as well. Andy Feely. Touchy Feely. No, let's not call him that. Not great. Not great. We've got to pick one of these two, I think. So he's 8 and 9 for coaching keepers and outfield players. So we've got 8 and 9, 10 and 7. It's pretty much the same, is it? I'm going to take a punt on Andy Feely. Coach, 250 quid a week, in you come. We're also going to need an assistant manager because Mondademo is not interested, apparently. Any assistants? Sean Reid. Here he is. Sean Reid. Doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. Let's just get him in. Let's just get him in so we got an assistant. 450 quid a week. I was about to say grand a week. That's a lot of money. Right. Now we need to have a little look at some players, I think. Let's look at some players. Alston Christie. I like him in real life. Or I liked him in real life when he played. I remember him at Kidderminster, maybe. I think here we just have to sign players that are better than what we've already got. Stevenage survived relegation on goal difference. That's good. Mate, Huddersfield were in the National League. Oh, that sounds like a good save, that. I had a good save with Huddersfield. On, mate, I want maybe 24, I think it was. Me and Little Beard played a network save and I was Huddersfield. It was good. I don't mind them. So we just need to sign players that are better than what we've already got, essentially. Let's get some scouts out. Let's look at youth players, shall we? I want youth players. He can have a look in Scotland for me. Dave Venables. We're going to assign him. Let's just assign him specifically. Just look all over UK and Ireland. There we go. We've got someone specifically on Scotland as well because I think we could get some good cheap players from Scotland. So we're looking at youth, we're looking at Scotland, we're looking at UK and Ireland. Feels like it's a pretty good place to start, really. Got a lot of players on the shortlist here. Rocky Baptiste scored 14 goals in the conference. Can I show you the Rangers team? Of course I can. Let's have a little look. Rangers, there we are. So obviously I haven't got the Scottish League loaded, so this isn't the full Rangers squad, but Casey Keller, was he there in real life or did they sign him from somewhere? They signed him from Spurs this season. So signed Casey Keller, still got Stefan Kloss, Michael Ball, Arthur Newman, Lorenzo Maruso, Paul Reed. He's a good player. Good player in this game. Christian Nerlinger, Ronald de Boer. Is that Shota Avaladze, Torandre Flo, Michael Moles. He looks very good. Toranje Flo. Didn't score a lot of goals though, only 9. But again, very, very good players. Ronald de Boer. Oh, stop it. Can have a quick look at Celtic Warriors as well. Who are they signing? Anyone? Cernacek, Stuart Taylor, Babel, Herbert. I did have a little bit of a mess around with Celtic. Did a few seasons with Celtic. I remember Herbert. Finindi George from Ipswich. Yep. Signed on a boss man. All right, boss man. They've signed Heskey. They've signed Shearer. They've got Chris Sutton's in there. Neil Lennon, Liverani. They've signed. Ugo Ehiog. They've signed. Yeah. Makes you feel warm and fuzzy, doesn't it? Nostalgia. There's a World Cup going on here as well. Uruguay just beating Costa Rica. 6-1, by the way. We'll keep an eye on the World Cup. Dave Provorro started searching Scotland. Thank you, Dave. Nathan Bunce looks a really good player. Get very nostalgic when I see those players. It's great. It really is great. I think we might try and sign Nathan Bunce. Let's lowball him for Nathan Bunce. Even though he wasn't born. Where did Barnet finish? They finished 4th. They've had a good season. So I wouldn't mind signing him, Mark Gower. I don't think we'll get close to getting him. Coppinger on a loan, though. Coppinger on a loan could be a good signing for us. We can only sign him on loan to October. What's the point in that? Ugh. Some good players that we could potentially bring in on loan at some point. Yeah, Junior McDougall. Do I just sign him for the pace? We put a scout on him. What did the scouts say? I think they said he would be all right, didn't they? Did they say he was going to be okay? I haven't got any scouts available. I've sent them around the world, haven't I? Poland drawing 0-0 with Spain in the World Cup. That's a big one, isn't it? James Taylor has finished his loan and come back to Stevenage. Yeah, I think he could be another one potentially we look to move on, really. Right, we're going to let the scouts do their thing. We got money in the bank. Loads of Scottish clubs keep coming in for my players. I don't mind it. Don't mind it. They can take them. I'm very intrigued to see who's going to win this World Cup. Obviously, Brazil won it in real life. I think that selling Sam Sodji has been a great bit of business for us, really. If we look at value-wise, is there anyone that's high value that didn't really play? Sam McMahon, I keep going back to him, 24 grand. Thinking of moving clubs, thinks he should be a first-team regular. He could be one to move on. but he is very good with a couple of years left on his contract. The other one I'm thinking could be DJ Campbell. If someone came in for 325 grand for Dudley Junior Campbell, I'd be tempted to let him go, you know. James Duckett's leaving. He is going to Hartlepool. James Taylor's gone to East Stirling. Runcorn have rejected him offer for Nathan Bunce. Let's throw some more Bunce at it then, shall we? Go up to 26 grand. That's his value. Stevenage do not have enough space at their club for this transfer to go through. Delay for 1 week. He's the lad we were trying to sign as an assistant. Because Monmedamo doesn't want to sign a new deal. So we're going to terminate Monmedamo's contract. We're going to bring Reedy in. Andy Feely's come in. He can come in as coach, that's fine. Jens Lehmann wins the goalkeeper of the year. Peruzzi and Casillas coming second and third. Koku is the defender of the year. He held off Frank de Boer, Barcelona's Frank de Boer, and Man United's Mikel Silvestre. Totti wins midfielder of the year. This is brilliant. Luis Enrique and Dennis Bergkamp came second and third. And Clivert, striker of the year. Morientes and Ruud van Nistelrooy. So many big names here. Ismail Uzais. Bilbao player. Bruno Marioni. Don't think I know him at all. Tenerife player. Scoring goals though, aren't they? Clivert is absolutely sweeping up. 35 goals in 53 appearances. 25-year-old Patrick Clivert sweeping up on the world stage. Ballon d'Ors, the lot. Fair play to him. I haven't seen England at all. Where are England? Don't tell me England didn't qualify. I see Ireland are top in their group. England are there. Argentina, Kuwait, Tunisia and England. Who's in the England World Cup squad? Stephen Wright, Southgate, Cole, Campbell, Chris Perry, Gerard, Bowyer, Barnby, Murphy, Fowler, Phillips, Owen, Andy Cole, Steve McManaman, Darren Anderton, Beckham, Terry, Ferdinand, Michael Gray, Gary Neville, Dean Richards and Ian Walker. A few rogue shouts in there for a World Cup 2002. If I remember right, that was the World Cup where Danny Mills played right back. Mexico against Portugal later. Oh, what time's that, Tommy? I know you're in the US, aren't you? So you're going to give me a US time, but that might be worth a watch. That actually. I kind of feel like we're going to need a player in every position. A player in every position would sort us out. This lad, I've signed him. I think I've signed him on he's a bit of a rushed one, really. We're not going to transfer list him just yet. We're going to see. We're going to wait and see who comes up. 10 for me, 3 a.m. for you, since it's clocks forwards for you. It is, the clocks are forward. Yeah, I'm not going to be up at 3 a.m. I've been at work today, man. I'm not going to be up at 3 a.m. I'll watch the highlights. Who are we going to sign here? A couple of lads whose contracts are up. Michael Porter. Doesn't look bad for a young right back. And because we've got a little bit of dough, might as well sign him. Got another young right back here. I'll tell you what, because we could probably sell him on. We're going to offer him contracts. Rather be in Europe like Germany, Norway, or Italy, even Spain. Yeah. I think if I could pick anywhere in the world right now, probably be Australia. Sun all year round. Can you imagine? Be lovely. They're crying out for tradesmen over there, so I don't think I'd have a problem getting a visa, getting in. Right, this is going to do a bit of a lengthy update, which means that I'm going to go and take a comfort break, and I'll be back once the game's done its update. So see you in a few minutes. Right, boys, we are back. We've done the pre-season update, and as you can see now, everything has been updated to the latest seasons. We've got some new teams in here. We've got the likes of Enfield. We've got the likes of Bath, Blythe Spartans are there as well. Who came down is a very, very good question. I don't know. Somebody must have come down. Exeter, perhaps? It probably was Exeter, wasn't it? So, yeah. In this game, it goes through 2 massive updates, Tommy. And, yeah, it's not the most exciting thing to watch. So I left it updating, and then we're back. I've just seen that a few players, in between the updates, we got Joff van Sittart was given our player of the season. I wasn't doing that, I promise. And you can see why. We kind of signed him for £6,000, and he scored 12. Since we signed him, he's now worth 35, so we could probably cash in on him at some point if we wanted to. This is the other bit of news. We could get Lee Flynn for £40,000, and he played a lot for Barnet, who finished higher than us, and we just got rid of 2 left backs. So I'm actually going to put a bid in £40,000 if it's going to let me. There we go, £40,000 for Lee Flynn. That should be him being able to speak to us. Dido Campbell's got his release clause activated because we didn't get promoted, as does John Dreyer. If someone comes in for £160,000 for a 39-year-old, they can have him. And Jason Goodliff. So some players might leave, but we're in a good position, I think, financially. We've been given another £100,000 for TV rights. We're absolutely rolling in it, and the board only want a respectable league finish this season. Well, we've got Dylan has just beaten Wrexham 8-2. Love that, Dylan. And no music today. No, because we record it. We record these for Facebook, so we don't have the music just because it makes it hard with all of the copyright and things like that. And I don't want these to get taken down. So that's the reason why there's no music. Yeah, we've got £663,000 in the bank. We could spend a lot of money in this window and really have a push for the league. Let's have a little look at who's on the transfer list and potentially interested. It's the same old names coming up here. Drew Broughton is a name that I know. We're going to have to sign. We're going to have to sign some serious players in. And as I was saying earlier, we're just going to kind of sign players that are better than what we've already got. Wrexham, 8-2 match. I'd 8-2 be Wrexham. Paul Holmes. I just need good players. Steve Tully. I remember him at Weymouth. He must have gone to Weymouth after Torquay, maybe. Shane Duff. There's nobody like jumping out here. Nobody really exciting me. Hopefully the scouts come up with something. All right, so the Flynn offer was accepted. But he doesn't want to come to Stevenage. He's happy with his role at Barnet. That's a shame. Je suis excité. Yeah, I am. I am excited. Pritpol Singh's a player that we can move on. He's just come back from his loan. He's not going to break into the first team. Have players been released yet is the big question. Yes, they have. Do any of these lads want to speak to me? They do. They just want too much money. Right. Can we find Mark Hughes? Player coach, Mark Hughes. Oh. We're going to find some players here. We are going to find some players that will want to come and sign for Stevenage. I'll tell you what, Marvin Robinson, he can finish. He can finish. He could be the man for me. No, they all want too much money. He looks like a good centre half. No, too much. He's a good finisher. What can I say? Another pacey man, Russell Radigan. They all want too much money, boys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, mate. This World Cup is still going on. We're still in the group stages of the World Cup. We'll keep an eye on England and see how they progress. This is the Korean and Japan World Cup. Is James Hassel good enough to sit on our bench and we can sell Richard Dean? Or we'll probably get more money from selling James Hassel, to be fair. Let's list him. Ryan Nichols. We're going to have nobody in the reserves at this rate, but we're just trying to bring in money. Here we go. First recommendation from the scouts. Danny Smith. Good prospect for the future. Right back. He's only $4,000. I mean, does he look that good? I don't know how good he looks. For $4,000, let's make an offer and just see. Any more players coming through? We've got a few players coming through here. They're all right backs. Why are they only suggesting right backs? Here we go. Centre back, Kevin McBride from Cumnock. This is one for Dylan. He did well. He had 12 man of the match performances in 41 appearances last season. I don't know what level he's playing, but he can head it. His marking's all right. His pace is decent. Influence is good. Strength is good. Tackling's not great. But we are in the conference. And he is cheap. It is another Scottish player from Rob Roy. Again, did well. Are these going to be good players for us, do we reckon? Velen, he looks a bit better. Englishman. Again, did very, very well last season. If we can get those two centre halves in, we could be laughing here. Swindon have made an offer for Hassel in the second division. Is it a mistake letting him go? I don't know. I'm trying to be a little bit tight with money here, you know. Georgiou. There's a lot of right backs I'm noticing. Matty Bird, I tell you, he looks half-handy, Matt Bird. 14 assists in the league below last season. We'll put in a bid. Dale Watkins looks like a bagsman. Maybe he isn't. He's got pace and he's got finishing. Here we go. We're starting to get some players come through now. I think we're just going to have to check all of these and just see if there's a decent player or two in there. He don't look too bad in Royal. It's at the Welsh Premier League. They're so cheap as well. They're so cheap that we're just going to have to, I think, go for these. Signing players from non-league, signing players from around Britain. We've got a new assistant manager in. They want $8,000 for this young right back. We'll give him it. We're signing another young right back. We're going to have loads and loads of right backs here. Not that matters too much, I suppose. Kettering have accepted the offer for Dale Watkins. I'm going to say, with those stats, he's going to be an important first team player. We'll up his bonuses, maybe up his signing on a little bit. Just because we couldn't match his wages. Hot prospect, Danny Smith. Not the okay. I wasn't overly enamoured with him. I was trusting the scouts a little bit, really. Right, Darren Hay's contract's up. We're going to say goodbye to Darren Hay. Say goodbye, everyone. Releasing him on a free. Yeah, I wasn't overly enamoured with that Danny Smith. Okay, a lot of clubs higher up in their divisions are offering me what I've asked for this youngster, James Hassel. Maybe that's a little bit of a mistake. I don't know. I don't know. We'll keep the scouts going, though. They're starting to bring in players now, and I like it. I'll tell you what, he looks like a goalkeeper. Played 20 times for Stockport last season in the first division. He looks a good goalkeeper. He's on $850,000 a week. He's on £850 a week, though. I think he's going to be asking for too much, I think. I'm kind of interested in a new goalkeeper, though. So that could be a position that we try and prioritise. Arjen van Heusden looks decent. He's got the agility, he's got the handling, reflexes are all right. He looks decent, but he played 20 times and scored and conceded 43 goals in a relegated Exeter team. Let's get a scout on him. For 14 grand, he could be my new goalkeeper. Going to get scouts out on a few of these boys. Ideally, we want players from the league above, I think, that are going to come down and do a bit for us. I'll tell you who I wouldn't mind us plumping for. Justin Jackson. I know it's 250 grand, but if we can get him and Dale Watkins up front could be absolutely lethal. There we go. Dale Watkins is a Stevenage player. He's got the strength. His heading's okay. His pace is good. Determination's good. Finishing's good. He could be a good player, you know. He could be a decent player for us up front. Still in the group stages of this World Cup. We've signed another young right back, Ashley Thomas. That's all we're doing, just signing right backs right now. I think we're going to put him straight out on loan, though. I'll tell you what, there's some clubs that are going in for this goalkeeper. Third division clubs. I think I'm going to put a bid in. Just because I don't want to miss out. Tommy in the chat reckons that England are going to win this World Cup. He's calling it. I tell you what, Ireland are top in their group. That's a decent Ireland side, you know. Noel Quinn, Robbie Keane was on absolute fire back then. Look at him. 21 goals in the Prem last season. Roy Keane. Ireland could do something here. I tell you what, we could sign him. We could nip him before the league clubs get him. It was Northampton in Division 3 that were after him. Right, James Hassel has gone to Swindon for 9 grand. We are making dough. Serious dough. In the whole of last year, we made £114,000 profit. Sorry, in the whole of last year, we made £292,000 in profit. Just below 293. Just this month in profit, we've made £500,000. We're doing all right. Income is well over the expenditure, which is what we need at this level. We need to bring in money, and we're getting to a point where we're going to need to start flying up the leagues. I haven't seen a single England game pop up here. Jackson, Doncaster really want to keep him. They've turned down £250,000 for him. What are the scouts saying now? I've got bids in for them too. Any new players on here? Neil Catlin. Had a good season for Chesham last year. He doesn't look great though. I'm trusting my eyes on that one. John Kennedy, another right back. Do I need another right back? He had a good season for Canvey. Good pace, heading's good, tackling's okay, strength is good. Stamina's good. He's going to be up and down the line all day, isn't he? He can cross, agility. 20 grand though. Do I want to spend 20 grand on a backup? I don't think so. Don't think I do. These are the type of players that we need to be getting in, really. Cheap players from the leagues up and below us. One up, one down. I'll be happy to bring them in, I reckon. What's going on with this World Cup? Sweden are through. How are England getting on? England are doing all right. They won one, lost one. They've got to play Kuwait. They should be through. Look at the Mexican leagues. Give me a Mexican club, Chivas. Yeah, I think a lot of these boys are going to be too expensive for us. Yeah, I just needed a Mexican club so I can start looking at them all. And Chivas is the first one that popped into my head. Yeah, all these boys are like on good money, to be fair. You wanted to look at America. Yeah, they're on loads of money, Tommy. Zamorano. God, do you remember him? You probably don't. You're probably both. Everyone's too young in the chat. Pumas. Yeah. They didn't really have the Mexican leagues on here. And all the players are on loads of money. That'll be a good shout for when we're moving up the leagues. When we're in the big boy leagues with the big boy money, we can start looking at some of them players. One day it will come true. What's that? Oh, Northampton have gone in for that goalkeeper as well. Van Houston. There we go. Kuwait got beat by England. Tunisia got beat by Argentina. So that should mean, yeah, England and Argentina are both through. Colin Webster. I don't remember who is this guy. Is he a defender? Yeah, decent looking centre back, to be fair. He probably squad rotation. No bonuses. Clause of 180 grand minimum. Yeah, we're fine. Someone comes in for that, we'll take him. What about Bundesliga 2 or lower? They should be in the game somewhere. First division, second division, and regional. We've got loaded up here. Holston Kiel. So if we look at like, they're on 900 pound a week, 100 grand they're worth. We'd struggle. I think we've got to be looking at building from the English leagues at the moment, because I think they're the only kind of players that will get in. I kind of like the look of this guy. His tackling wasn't great, but I feel like he could be a good player for us. I'd like to sign Mark Gower as well, if I'm honest. Will they accept just 95 grand? He's a player that could be really, really good. About some loans. I'm not opposed to getting some players in on loan, you know. Like this guy here, he played 18 times for Cardiff last season in the league. Can we get him on a year's loan and pay half his wages? Seems fair, doesn't it? The rest of these are sort of like conference players, really, aren't they? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Here we go. That's a big game in the second round. France versus Spain. Spain are through. Extra time. Germany beat South Korea. And we've got another defender. Webster can play right back, can play centre back. I definitely see him as more of a centre back, really. Good technique, you know. Could be a good little player for us. And we've got the goalkeeper. Now, we've got the goalkeeper. Does that mean? I'm guessing Richard Dean is going to be a backup for us. Does that mean we sell Paul Wilkerson? I think we have to sell Paul Wilkerson. That's fine though. If we're getting 35 grand for him, I think I'm all right with selling him, you know. And we're starting to pad the squad out. We've got some players coming in. Argentina, Brazil, massive game in the second round. Argentina have knocked out Brazil. Oh, that's big. Elber, Bayern Munich striker, brilliant. Ronaldo. God, Ronaldo's not getting in the side, by the way. And Maruso keeping him out. To be fair, he looks pretty good to me. Right, so we signed Webster. We've signed the goalkeeper. Here you go, Dylan. You'll like this one. JJ Okocha has just signed for Rangers. Oh, JJ. I had a cat and I named him JJ after JJ Okocha. I used to love JJ Okocha. Yeah, exactly, Tommy. There's only one Ronaldo, and that is R9. The Ronaldo. Different class, mate. Absolute different class. Right, what we scouts are coming up with another right back. I can't keep signing right backs. Are they just looking at right backs? Surely not. The OG Ronaldo. That's right. So we've trusted our scouts a little bit in this transfer market. They've popped up with some names from Wales, from Scotland. We're bringing them into the conference. Here's another one. Steinhaus Moore are selling us Simon Vela for £6,000. Again, he looks like a good centre back to me. He looks pretty good. The pace isn't really there. But I feel like we're building a squad here. Feels like we're building a good squad. And we've got the league, but we've also got the FA Trophy. And the FA Trophy is something that I want to try and prioritise. I want to try and win it. We got knocked out fairly early doors, I think, last season. So it's a good chance for us to get our hands on a bit of silverware. We're into July. I'm wondering whether we need to keep an eye on when the season starts. Potentially. What have we got going? Bo Johansson is now the Sunderland manager. Scunthorpe to sign Roy O'Brien. Mickey Boulding's gone to Scarborough. Columbia just knocked out JJ Kocher's Nigeria. I think we need to have a little refresh of this squad. There's no interest in DJ Campbell. You can go for 40 grand. I think potentially we put these lads up for a loan. These are the two new right backs that we signed. Got Steve Proctor that's come through. Doesn't look great, does he? I don't think we need him. I'm going to try and see if we can tempt a little offering for some of these boys. Have a right proper clear out. Transfer wise, who have we got coming in the future? We spent 40 grand. That's good. Matty Bird's a midfielder from Enfield, potentially coming in. Kevin McBride is another defender. Do we need to offload a defender maybe? Because, I mean, John Dreher's not getting any younger. 39 years old. He's probably going to be the man to move on. We've got our two holding midfielders. Leon Smith, I'm not sure about. He only played 8 times last season. If we could get 12 grand for Leon Smith, I'll take it. Because, I mean, at the moment, my starting 11 at the moment, probably Van Hudson. We've got Mike Simpkins in as well. Yeah, I think we've got decent cover at the back now. Because we'll go Robertson. I think, do we probably play? I think we probably play Simpkins at right back. That's kind of my starting lineup at the moment, I think. Dave Reddington, we've signed better players. We don't need him. So if we went 1, 3 midfielders. Maybe we need another midfielder. We have got some boys coming in. We've got Denny Ingram. And the 2 strikers, probably Van Sittart and Watkins, really, isn't it? Meaning, can we let Steve Jones go, maybe? We spent 20 grand on him last season. I'm going to say that's probably my starting lineup. With Fisher in the middle. Ireland's World Cup has come to an end at the hands of Uruguay. That's a shame. That's a shame. I don't know who England have got in this second round yet. Tommy thinks that England were nailed on to win this World Cup. We had a little look at their squad and it was decent. Gus Poyet starring for Uruguay. The border, please. That's good. Fullback. Is he a right back? No, he's a left back this time. I'll tell you what, he does look good. He looks like a half decent young left back here. There we go. 35 grand in for the goalkeeper. We'll get 10 grand if he goes to Maidenhead, Proctor. That'll do for me. We haven't played him. He just came through the youth. We didn't even notice. England have just knocked out Portugal. McBride is coming in, hopefully. What are we saying? I think he's a squad rotation option, this guy. No, he doesn't want to come. He's happy at Cumnock. That's fine. We got a lot of centre-backs. We brought in a few new centre-backs here. I've got a backup left-back. £400 a week. Tell you what, he looks a decent prospect, so I'm happy to pay it. Sweden, Italy. Sweden have knocked out Italy on penalties. Remember, in this game, there's a lot of good Swedish players. Your likes of your Kim Kallströms and your Selakovic, your Henrik Larssons, Latan. Sweden could be a bit of a force here, you know. Could be a little bit of a force. I kind of need this Matty Bird. I think I need another midfielder. No, I'm not giving him £500 a week. He wanted 400. We offered him 400. Now he's come back and gone, actually, I want 5. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that, my friend. Tommy, you're burning the Chelsea flag later. Why are you doing that? Lots of offers in for this goalkeeper now, which is fine. If Proctor stays in England, we get 10 grand for him. I'll tell you what, I'd pay 14 grand for a backup centre back. It feels right. No, you can't turn your back on him, mate. Czech Republic have just knocked out Argentina. So we've got Spain versus Germany, Uruguay, Colombia, Sweden versus England, and Czech Republic are through to the semi-finals on penalties against Argentina. This could be big. Spain, Germany go through. So it's Germany and Czech Republic in the semi-finals of this World Cup so far. That's why I'm not burning the Bayern flag. Fair enough. Rochdale have made. That's not fair. We've just signed this lad on loan from Cardiff. He's going to be my first choice right back. And Rochdale have just come in and gone, yeah, we'll sign him. No, what are you on about? What do you mean? He's just signed for us, mate. Leave it out. Leave it out. You can't do that. They really like that left back. Maybe I shouldn't have shut it down so quick. Do we go for him again? We could do with a backup left back, you know. Let's have another little browse of the free agents. Oh, is there any more names in here that we haven't seen before? Simon Saunders we haven't seen. He's not the guy for me. Not the guy for me. Scott McCauley. His passing's just too low for a centre midfielder for me. Dunstan Bentley. Matt Burge. I don't need another centre back, I don't think. I think we're strong at centre back. Here we go. Sweden versus England. England cruise past Sweden. A goal from Kevin Phillips. A goal from Steve McManaman. Look at this. Selakovic. Any other names in there? And by names, I mean those lads that you should always sign at the start of these saves. Goalkeeper's gone. Goalkeeper's gone to Doncaster. Uruguay beating Colombia. Excuse me. Right, let's have a chat with this lad again. What about if I'll give him a goal and assist bonus and I'll up his signing on fee. They really liked him. I'm not opposed to getting in a new starting left back, and he's only 18, so I think there is plenty. He's rejected me again. I do think there is plenty of potential there. Matty Bird is a player we need. Why is he rejecting me? Is it because I've said he's back up? I just want to get the lad in. I think that's my final offer. I can't just keep offering him thousands of pounds to sign. We've got Denny Ingram can play left back. And we've got Bentley that can play left back. Yeah, he's done. He's out. Right, we can assign him somewhere else now. Where are we going to send him? Where are we going to send him? We've done Scotland. Where will be a good place to send him? Maybe we're going to have to go. Let's go Denmark. Why not? Send him to Denmark. We've got a raid. Adam FM, thank you so much for the raid, my friend. I hope you're well. We've got a new follow from FM with John. How you doing, John? Thank you. Welcome in. Flying Scotsman's in as well. How are you doing, mate? How was the save, Adam? Hope it's well. Welcome to you and your Raiders. We're not playing Football Manager. We're playing Championship Manager. We're playing Championship Manager 0102. We're managing my hometown club, Stevenage Borough. We've just finished season 1 and we're just trying to build the squad out for a bit of a title challenge for season 2. Anyone that's old enough may recognise a few names from around here. So yeah, we're gonna see how we get on. We've had a little bit of luck. We signed a few players. We're sending the scouts out. We're having a little look. Ben is a god. Thank you so much for the follow. RW, how are you, mate? It's Adam CM. Champman's going well, Scotsman. It's going pretty well. We had a bit of a nothing season last year. The board just wanted a respectable league position, so we did that. We did that okay. Um, Now, yeah, we're just trying to build, mate. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to build. And we sold lots and lots of players. We sold like Sam Sodji, some of you might know him. Um, we sold him to Hull, I think it was, for 250 grand. And that's really sort of set us up to be able to go and get some money. Um, we're going to sell John Dreyer as well, another centre back. I'm just looking to see where my squad needs improving, really. And just trying to bring in any players that I think are going to do better than that. Benzigo, forgot to mention that I lost the UCL final with York on pens. Oof, that's tough, mate. That is tough. I mean, fair play getting to the Champions League final with York. That's no mean feat. How are we all doing? Anybody else got any saves going on FM that they want to fill us in on? DJ Campbell, mate. Dudley Jr. Campbell. Remember him? Where is he? There he is. He's a blast from the past, mate. These were back in the day when he was just a kid playing for my team, my hometown team, Stevenage. And he wasn't great at Stevenage. If you told me that DJ Campbell was going to go and play Premier League football, I'd have said you're mad. Absolute mad. He didn't last very long. Came from Cheshire. I think he went to Yedding. After Stevenage and then just worked his way through. He did well with Birmingham as well, I seem to remember. Sam Sodji, do you remember Sam Sodji? I think he played in the Premier League for Portsmouth, maybe, something like that. Yeah, there's some big names that have been at Stevenage, mate. Sam McMahony was with Leicester in the Premier League. He played in the Premier League with Leicester. John Dreyer, we're just about to sell him, but he played in the Premier League as well. Played for Bradford in the Premier League, yeah. We're doing all right. We're doing all right at Stevenage. Ben is a God would want to talk about York, but don't want to write an essay. Feel free, mate. Tell me all about it. I'm here for it. Real Life Luke, welcome in, mate. How you doing? You're running a journeyman on stream currently at Wolves. Oh, where did you start? Where did the journey start, and how have you ended up at Wolves? That's what we're here for. We're keeping an eye on the 2002 World Cup as well, because England is still in it. We're wearing an England shirt. Just by coincidence, I didn't realise that we'd be playing through the World Cup while we're on stream. Germany have just made it through to the finals on penalty. Are we going to have an England-Germany final? England have got to get past Uruguay. And we've just signed Matty Bird from Enfield. These are the levels. We're talking about England winning a World Cup while we're signing Matty Bird from Enfield. Levels. Absolute levels. Yeah, we're signing Matty Bird. Real Madrid are signing Lilian Thuram. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. What's even more unbelievable, I've signed this lad, Mike Simpkins, on loan from Cardiff. He can play all across the back four. He's either-footed, looks half decent for this level. I was going to play him at right back. And then all of a sudden, a bid came in from Rochdale for him. Cardiff had just gone, yeah, go on then, we'll take it. And we've ended up losing our starting right back. England are in the final. England are in the final. Hold the phone. Steven Gerrard and Andy Cole have scored twice to put England through to the final against Germany. Beckham coming off the bench. Kevin Phillips coming off the bench. Tommy, you called it. You had England down to win this World Cup. Richard Wright, Gary Neville, Ashley Coles, Sir Gareth Southgate, Sol Campbell, Gerard Barmby Bowyer, Andy Cole, Robbie Fowler and Steve McManaman. Where's Michael Owen? Michael Owen was in the squad. He's not getting a look in. Oh, this is big. This is big. Walter Pandiani got the Uruguay goal, by the way. Who remembers here? Who remembers him? I've also sent a scout out to Denmark. I'm not hopeful he's going to come back with much, but why not, eh? Might come back with a little gem. John Dreyer is moving to Runcorn, £3,000. He's 39 years old. He did play well for us last season, but we signed a lot of centre-backs. Real life Luke. He started at Dorking. Won the National League South, went to Colchester, missed out on the playoff final and got offered the job with Wolves, who are fighting relegation from the Prem. That's a quick rise. That's a very, very quick rise. You kept him in the league, well done you, and now we are fighting to get into the European spots, lost out on the Carabao Cup semi-finals. You must have made some good signings. Who have you brought in? FM with John, currently using the Mad Scientist FM database 00 to 01. So 2000 to 2001. That's probably the easiest way to say it, isn't it? Using Arsenal. What a period to be using Arsenal, by the way. Offline, jobless, on stream, had to turn it into a journeyman. Tell me about this database, because Adam was talking about it the other day. And I was saying, oh, that's a bit of me. That is. As you can see, I'm playing 0102. That's when football was at its peak for me. How is that database? Is it any good? And Luke, 5 seasons so far into season 6 now. That's a brilliant rise. From unemployed to Premier League in 6 seasons. Love that. Uruguay finished 3rd place in this World Cup. I've completely forgot about the fact that I need to sign players. I'm excited that England could be winning the 2002 World Cup here. And if they do win it, they're going to have to do it against the old enemy. Here we go. Can we watch it? Shall we watch it? I think we've got to watch this. Right, England versus Germany. The England lineup: Richard Wright, Gary Neville, Ashley Cole, Gareth Southgate, Sol Campbell, Stephen Gerrard, Nick Barmby, Bowyer, Andrew Cole, Kevin Phillips, Steve McManaman, Chris Perry, Danny Murphy and Dean Richards making it onto the bench for England. Can you believe it? They're playing a 4-4-2. Gary Neville is the England captain. I'd love it if Southgate wins this. And then Germany, look at some of these names. Oliver Kahn's in there. Sebastian Deusler, Christian Vorms, Thomas Linker, Miroslav Klose. Oh my goodness. He scored 5 in 5 in the World Cup. Carsten Janker, he's got 2 in 5. Mehmet Scholl on the bench, Nowotny. Bobic is there. Dietmar Hamann, Jens Lehmann, who just won Goalkeeper of the Year, by the way. Right, here we go. Is it coming home? England, 1 shot, 1 on target. It's not a bad start from the lads. It's brilliant. Proper nostalgic. Wonder Kid, Ronaldinho, a young pillow there. That's what you got to love, isn't it? Why is it not letting me send my message about my save? I don't know, mate. I don't know. Apologies for that. In fairness, started on a Continental B licence, and that's the badge I have in real life. Oh, you're a coach in real life. Nice. Do you coach anywhere? Where are you coaching at the moment? So I was a pro licence in 2 seasons. That helped. Then I fell lucky with the Wolves job offer. No, you make your own luck, mate. You make your own luck in this game. That's cool that you coach in real life. I've been involved in non-league in my local area a little bit. Been at a few clubs, a few different roles. England 0-0 at half-time versus Germany. Oh, Lee Bowyer. Lee Bowyer's having a stinker. Lee Bowyer's having an absolute stinker. Stephen Gerrard's on a 4. Oh, what a game to be thrown in a 4 out of 10, by the way. I think it's too big of a message. I'll try to send it. Yeah, give that a go. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to hear about your save. Come on, England. We've got the England shirt on. We're wearing it. We're here for it. They've taken off Gerrard and they've chucked Beckham on. Does that mean a change in system? Were they playing Gerrard on the right? No, they're playing in the middle. They're just playing Beckham in the middle. Barnby on the left, McManaman on the right. This is what we're here for. Come on, England. Oh, it's going to be heartbreak. It's going to be heartbreak. Oliver Neuville. Oh, it's an equaliser. Steve McManaman. He scored quite a few goals in this tournament, I think. That's his second goal of this tournament. Oh, it's going extra time, boys. It's going extra time. Let's catch up on this. Ben, so I did start in the National League, winning it in my first season. Love that. 113 points. Absolutely flying. In the 25-26 season, but the next season got promoted, won the League Two title, won the Virtu Trophy, and then in League One spent 2 years in League One before getting promoted, and spent a good 7 or 8 seasons in the Championship before getting to the Prem. Mate, fair play to you. That's a long slog. 7 or 8 seasons in the Championship. That's a long slog. Fair play to you for sticking by it, and now you're reaping the rewards. Tommy reckons this is going to pens. Well, we're in extra time, mate. We're in extra time. In the Championship before getting to the Premier League, and after consistently staying in the Premier, won the FA Cup in a season, then Carabao Cup season afterwards, the Conference and Europa League, back-to-back seasons. I'm consistently top 10 and fighting for UCL spots now, as you know, because I lost the UCL final. Mate, you're flying. Absolutely flying with York. Love that. Absolutely love that. Right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's cagey. Who's had the better of this? It's even. It's fairly even. See, what I like about this? People go on about possession football. Oh, 102. We didn't even get a possession stat. That's how little possession meant back then. Oh, it's gone to penalties. Tommy called it. Tommy's called it. Oh, okay. Right. England versus Germany in penalties. Mehmet Scholl's been injured. This hasn't gone badly in real life, has it? Oh, excuse me. Bless me. Neuville scores. Phillips scores. We're going to slow this down for the penalties. Had a bit of drama. Danny Murphy has kept his nerve. It's 2-2 on the pens. Yanker scores. Oh, Oliver Kahn has saved Andy Cole's penalty. This is going to be heartbreak, isn't it? It's going to be heartbreak for England. It's 4-2. Has to score. David Beckham. Oh. I'll tell you what. 0102. You'd put your money on Andy Cole and David Beckham scoring from the spot. Wasn't to be. Wasn't to be. But at least now we can focus on recruitment again now. Where's my gun? I don't know. It's not good, is it? Curzon Ashton at the moment. Been around non-league and worked higher as well. Nice. Curzon Ashton. I used to work for... I think I'm right in saying this. I'm sure it was Curzon Ashton. I used to work for a university that had a campus in Manchester. I think the Manchester campus's first team in football was the youth team, or played as a reserve team or under 21s or something for Curzon Ashton. I think I'm right in saying that. They still do. Nice. Yeah, well, I used to work there. Small world, eh? This York save has made me like this FM, hence I have continued. This is a York to glory, though I can't leave even though I don't want to. Yeah, Don't leave, mate. Don't leave until you win that Champions League. I had something similar with Hibs on FM24, and I set out at the start. I said I'm going to win the Champions League with Hibs. And it took me, I think, 13 seasons to do it. And we won like everything. We won the Europa League. We won the Super Cup. It was not the Super Cup. What's it called? The European South American Challenge Cup, or whatever it is. But essentially, yeah, we won it eventually. So yeah, stick with it, mate. You those 7 to 8 seasons in the Championship, you battled too hard to leave York now. You got to do it. You got to do it. And Tommy, that's right. You did call the final and the penalties. You got to give me the lottery numbers, Tommy, mate. Scouts have suggested this guy. We were in for a left back. He's at Macclesfield. Did all right last season, to be fair, at Macclesfield in the 3rd division. 40 grand. For 40 grand, he's going to have to be a starting left back, I think, for Stevenage. I'm happy to pay it. I've got the money, mate. I'm happy to pay it. Yeah, we've got £375,000 to spend in the conference. So that is what we shall do. We'll put a dent in that, I reckon. We could probably do with... I'm going to look for a right back. Funnily enough, I was saying all along, all we're doing is signing right backs, and we signed loads of young right backs, and then the guy who was going to be my starting right back has left. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Now we're now looking for right backs. See, Paul Furwell. I would love to sign Paul Furwell, but not for £500,000. I don't think that's good business. £500,000 for Paul Furwell when you're in the conference. Right backs. Tony Griffin is a right back. Doesn't look amazing, does he? Doesn't look amazing. He's at Cheltenham. I could go and sign Mike Duff, but I kind of want this save to be staying away from them kind of legends that you could sign in the conference and they'll still be there in the Premier League. We want to try and sign new players. Ben, I'm also getting a York shirt for my birthday, which is in April, so I can remind myself of the save for the future. That's good. What you should do is you should get the York shirt and you should put the name of like a regen player or a new gen player that's been unbelievable for you. That's what I would do. Tommy reckons England is winning the World Cup this year. I don't know, man. I don't know. Obviously, I'd love it, but I've had my heart broken too many times, mate. Too many times to commit to it. We have a good squad and Tuchel, but I don't know, and I've said this a lot. I don't know if Thomas Tuchel is the man for knockout tournament football. I'm a Chelsea fan, mate. You're saying he's the GOAT. I mean, I love him. I love him for winning the Champions League, but is he more suited to club football with his quite expansive way of playing than he is to tournament football? I mean, for me, Southgate got a load of heat, but for me, he was the perfect man for tournament football to a certain degree, because his focus was on being solid, making sure that we don't lose a game of football, rather than going, right, let's go and beat them 5-0. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know. I'd love to see it, obviously, but realistically, I'm not so sure. I'm hoping he proves me wrong. I really hope he proves me wrong. Southgate always wanted to defend. Tuchel wants to attack, having some stones. That's fine, but does that win you World Cups? Are you going to leave yourself too open? Knockout football, you just got to concentrate on not losing, haven't you? That's the way I see it. At least maybe I'm a bit old fashioned, but that's the way I see it. I don't know. I'd love to be proved wrong. Um, None of these players are exciting me, and that could be a problem. Could be a problem. Mickey Mellon. Mickey Mellon. He went on to be a manager, didn't he, Mickey Mellon? How are we doing for time, by the way? Because the clocks go back, and I've got two kids that are going to be waking up an hour earlier. We might have to call this in. I tell you what, we'll get through. We'll get through to start of the season. I think we'll get through to August. We'll play to August, and I think we'll probably call it a day. Danny Adams, first team player. Oh, oh, no, no, no. We can't give you £2,000 a week, Danny Adams. Who do you think you are? He's not a new gen, but this guy lasted at York. Lasted at York from league into first season of the Prem. Luca Kierengard. I'll tell you what, that's going to be an expensive name to get put on the back of a shirt. £4 a letter. Oof. Oof. League One to the Prem, then one. Love it. Look at Inter, defended the whole entire UCL season just to get teared apart by PSG. Yeah, and look, that's kind of what happened to England, wasn't it? Defended their way through the last tournament, Southgate's last tournament. Scraped through, didn't really blow anyone out of the water, and then it comes down to being beaten by a better side in the final. I think that's what happened to Inter, isn't it? He retired after the first season in the Prem, but yeah, that could be the name then, couldn't it? That could be the name to get on the back of the shirt. I've been toying with the idea of going back to 26, to FN26, and maybe doing some more on the YouTube with my Biggleswade save. But I have to admit I am enjoying F Championship Manager again. Barnett have signed Jimmy Bullard. We should have signed Jimmy Bullard. Tommy reckons defending is good, but you need to have balance. Of course you do. If you don't attack, you don't win. If you don't defend, you don't win. Attack and defend, strike the enemy is weak. Yeah. And maybe, hopefully, Tuchel gets that balance. Hopefully, Tuchel gets that balance, but you never know. So what are these? These are all youth players that this scout's looking at. There's no one there really. Oh, I sent a scout out to Denmark on a whim, and he's come back with a right back. Paul Dalberg, £2,000. Oh. Can we get him? It would be great if we could. Celtic have signed Michael Carrick. He was a good player on this. Very good player. Look at that. Roma has signed Joe Cole. Another legend on this. Sahar's going on the move. It's all happening. It's all happening. He has a solid balance, I think. Needs some work. But so far, England's looking pretty good. He was right about Bellingham. Took no shit from him and won without him. What we need is Kane on beast mode. Yeah, I mean Harry Kane. He's one of them. Doesn't tend to perform until the latter stage of the tournaments, which I don't mind. I don't mind too much. I think he pops up when you need him, Harry Kane, which is a good thing. I like the fact that he drops in and links the midfield into the attack. You just got to have the players that are willing to run beyond him. And it's like I was saying to Littlebeard, you know, it's got to be a certain. I think it's got to be a certain type of game to suit Harry Kane, because he wants to come deep, which means you've got to have players running beyond him, which means that if a team, is playing with a higher line against you, you could be struggling. You need that space for him to drop in and someone to move into. They've rejected this offer. I don't want them to reject it. I want them to accept it. We're going to go and have a look at players available on a free. Oh, there's a few more players on this list now. There's a few more players here. Again, there's nobody's really jumping out at me here. Have we done enough in this transfer market? Are me and LB brothers? No, we're just good friends. We've known each other a long, long time, worked together before. We're not brothers, no. Here we go. £8,000 could be enough to sign this Danish right back that me scouts liked. I tell you what, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that contract. In he comes. Yeah, in he comes. Paul Dalberg. Welcome in, my friend. If he's a good player for £8,000, we've got an absolute bargain on our hands. Oh, Aaron McLean. It's just gone to Enfield. Pacey striker. That could be a problem in the league. Yeah, I think he could be good for us. Right, Dave Venables has finished looking at the UK. Let's set him up. Where are we going to send him? Where are we going to send him now? He's found a lot of players, hasn't he? He has found a lot of players, to be fair to him. Gary Crawshaw. Stevenage legend. I think we are going to send him. We're going to continue with our little Scandinavian dalliance with the old scouting, and we are going to send him out just to look at Scandinavia in general. Why not? The Azteca Stadium is finally complete on renovations. Brilliant. What a stadium as well. Have you ever been, Tommy? Well, lads, we said we was going to make it through to August, and unless there is anything that pops up here that we need to deal with, David O'Leary, Manchester United manager. Alex Ferguson must have retired. We're gonna sort out our last scout It was Alan Carrington, wasn't it? Let's see if there's anybody here that we need to deal with. Just looking for any players that jump out at me as being better than what we've already got. Or any potential sort of sell-on value. I always worry that I do this too quick when I'm just looking and I'm just going click, 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 click. But I can kind of look and go, right, defender, midfielder. He's got the tackling, hasn't really got the marking, hasn't really got the heading. He's probably not going to be for me. Do you know what I mean? That's how I do it. Right. We're going to send him off. Should we send him off to... Let's send him off to Central Europe. Why not? Let's have a look, see if there's any players in Central Europe. It is, Tommy. I think it is going to be sleep time. Your dad's been back in the 70s or 80s. That's quality. I love that, mate. But as Tommy says, it is sleep time for me. It definitely is sleep time. So we're going to leave this one there. That has been my little retro night on Championship Manager. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to catch me up on TikTok, you can do at Beardiola. At YouTube, I'm on at Beardiola. And if you're watching this on YouTube as the recording, why not come and join me over on Twitch for the next stream at twitch.tv/Beardiola. You can also find me on X then. Thank you very much for everybody in the chat. Thanks for the raid, Adam. Thanks for the follows, everybody. And of course, to the guys in the chat, thank you very much for keeping me company. And until the next time, take care.